Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to see how match function works in Excel. Okay, for match function we have prepared three separate examples and we are going to use the VLOOKUP and match combination. But first let's start with how match works basically. So in the first example it asks us to write the position of each student in the list by using match function. So for example, Jack is the fourth student in this series, in this array of students. So the position of Sheldon should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how do we find it? The match function returns the number of lookup value in the lookup array. So if we choose the Sheldon as a lookup value, and when we choose the lookup array and I fix my region and I close my match, I choose the exact match because we are going to see the less than and greater than options for the later videos. I write 0 for the exact match. It's going to bring the position 8. I just copy and paste it and I'm going to show something. For example, Tom is the 5th student in this list. However, match function doesn't care if these are student names or you start from here or here. So if we choose our region from here, for example, then it will return the Tom as the 7th item in this array because it starts counting from the first item in our region. So I take my region back, students. So be careful how you choose your region when you are using match function. Okay, in this second example, we are going to use the match function to find the Robert's position in this array. So it also works horizontally as well as vertically. I'm going to use match function to find Robert's position, but I cannot choose Robert. I can choose it from here, but I prefer to write it as a text in quotation marks. And I choose my array and I choose exact match. And it brings the third person. So Julia is the second person from the left, like as you see, and Robert is the third person. Okay. In the third example, we are going to explain something very crucial when you are using VLOOKUP. So we have the products, we have their stock codes, their stock quantities, and their categories of these products. And we want to bring the stock code and the category of these products in these yellow cells. The first thing that comes up our mind is using the VLOOKUP function, which is correct, but we are going to apply the match function to find the column number dynamically. So let's write the VLOOKUP first. The simple VLOOKUP taking the lookup value, looking our products, fixing our range, and for stock code I look at my area and I see that it is the second column, and I select the exact match and it brings me stock code. That's good, but for example, you may have these kind of cases. You have prepared your area, you have prepared your source data, then you wrote your formulas. After some time, you wanted to add something here. Let's say you wanted to shift these cells right and wanted to add something here. As you see, stock codes are now 0 because you said that I am going to take the second column. This is static. This is not changing as our region changes. We don't want to take this risk if we are going to making a complex spreadsheet. So what we are going to do is use the match function to find the correct column number for this info. Okay, so in our VLOOKUP function, I'm going to use match function, instead of writing static number. So I write match, and I choose stop code because this is the info I'm going to search for, and I am fixing it relatively. Then I use this region, fix it, and 0. Now it brings the same thing, but it is not going to be broken when I add new. Oh, sorry, I want to shift cell right, and you see stock codes are still staying here, because as you see, this time it's searching for stock code and it changes the match, returns 3. We want it to be column 3. So if I separate function, you see the match returns 3. So this is the correct way of doing VLOOKUP in complex spreadsheets. So I choose my VLOOKUP value, choose my table array, write my match function by fixing my relative column name from this one, and also completing it with exact matches. So now I don't have to worry about inserting new columns anymore. You see, it doesn't change. Okay, this is the best practice. I recommend you use match instead of writing your column names statically. So let's check our answer now. Seems like a good job. Okay, thanks for watching, and in the next video we are going to see how to use index function in Excel. So keep following.